Our next video clip is going to deal with the event priority levels. Their implications regarding statistical as well as the dispatching modes within the SIMSII. As we first open up the event priority levels, there are several columns here which include messages, code descriptions, a 44-character field, priority levels, the masking that particular mnemonic will pertain to, the open-close dispatching flags, as well as the 10-character signal description that is available on the traffic display and in some reports. The first four entries on our event priority levels are marker type signals. In other words, we have a runaway signal detection, an unrestored zone, delayed event markers, and double knock markers. These are written into history, and they have wildcard implications because of the question marks, and they're just done so that we know when markers are done or signals are received first in the system, even though they may be delayed for some period of time. Going straight down there, I've got ANCs and ANRs and aborts, and I can page through all of these right now, but rather than do that, I'm going to go on and come right back to the top and come down and start notifying and pointing out things. Let's particularly go to the area opening. This is the generic description that this mnemonic is going to get if there is no description found within the account. Under the priority column, we're going to identify whether this is a priority 1 to 9 or A for autolog. There are other type priorities, B's and C's, which are also autolog type priorities. We can nominate, if it's going to be an exception event, what masking we're going to use. And there are several types of masking. Priority level, which would be dispatch type masking, that's where we have a call list. We could have an R, which is a routine type masking where a pass card is there, plus the schedule information. We come up here and we can see we can have a system reminder so that if a mnemonic comes up, we get a system reminder masking off the traffic. And also W for service work order, so that I can nominate certain mnemonics to automatically create a service work order mask for the operator, as opposed to dispatching or some of the others. Within the OCD field is a very important capability, because here we're going to find out that if we put yes in there, this mnemonic is going to show on the open-closing report. If we put a no, it's not going to show in there, or a lack of a character means don't show it in the open-closing report. But there are other things. A P will indicate it's a police department dispatchable event. A BUR would be a type of event that we could possibly call the police department on a dispatch. A B will indicate put it on the open closing and it's a possible PD dispatch. F, possible fire dispatch. G, possible guard dispatch. Now these are important because later on when we start creating statistics based on how many possible dispatches we could have versus how many actual dispatches we have, we can start creating statistics and start understanding the types of situations our operators are confronted with. The signal over here is a 10-character programmable signal information that is found back on the traffic display. So instead of your operator having to know what AOP stands for, they're going to get a much more descriptive phrase of 10 characters, area open. Let's come down a little bit further and look at just a few of the ones that should make very quick common sense. Subscriber closing, it's automatically logged, there's no masking, and yes, it appears on open closing reports. I believe there's one for service. Let's just come down here. Service request, notice it's a priority 8 with a W masking, so if I create the mnemonic SRV for a signal that comes in, they're going to get a service mask off the traffic display instead of either a routine or priority action and so forth like that. Now, The event priority levels set up the capabilities and the possibilities for what later turn into dispositions and dispatching. Thanks for viewing this clip.